Here's a tip for getting rid of tom bleed if you don't have any fancy gate plugins or any other way to really do it. So here's a couple toms. Here on that downbeat, there's a big crash and a bunch of bright cymbal-y stuff. So normally what I would do is I would trim the beginning of the toms so we don't get anything before the hits. And then a lot of people would just skim off basically up to where that crash is, and then they'd kind of do a fade and you get something kind of like this. That's fine, but it kind of like cuts off all the sustain. So what I prefer to do is grab kind of a larger chunk, just highlight over where the crash was. So a little bit closer towards the toms. I go into the audio suite menu. I grab the stock 1-band EQ. I set it to a low pass filter at about 500 Hertz with about a 12 dB per octave filter slope. And I just hit render. And what this has essentially done is it's taken all the high end out of that section. So now what I can do is I can just filter this down, fade it, and then kind of find a good crossover point where I can kind of find a point where the toms kind of do that. And then what you're left with is this.